What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome back to my Jules Bianchi season. 4 races to go. This is the Russian Grand Prix. And we don't really have anything happening involving us in the driver's standings, but there's a battle in the constructors between, I'll say Marussia and McLaren, but it's really me and McLaren. But we're going to have 4 exciting races. I'm really looking forward to these. It's going to be my last races on this game, 2015, so hopefully we go out with a bang. Obviously not literally, but we can have a good session here. And currently, as we're in the final sector, we're in P13, so it's been a solid lap. I am pretty decent around this track. I actually really do enjoy it as well. It's much better in the game than in real life. But yeah, we're up to P10, 11. We could have a shot to get into the top 10, come to the line. I'm very happy with that lap. I think the car performed well, I performed well, and we may have a shot getting into the top 10. We've done it, actually. We've done it by about half a tenth, beating both Force Indias. Very happy with that. We're only just behind Button in our rival McLaren, and it's a bit of 2x2 again. It seems to be that way very often in qualifying. I didn't see which Mercedes got pole there, but their battle is going all the way to Abu Dhabi. So we're on the grid. It looks pretty cloudy, actually. I'm not too sure if there's a threat of rain. But as we are in the top 10, we have to start on the option tyres. But I think I would have anyway. It's key to get a good start. The amount of slipstream going into turn 2 is amazing. So we've got a great shot and making up a lot of positions. 5 lights. Can we get a good start? And away we go. We actually don't get a great getaway. Can't wait for manual starts in 2016. I need them so desperately. So we've lost a couple of positions here. But it looks like we should go for the inside line. We've got a shot at going for it, so we're going to dive up the inside. Can we get many positions? No, the back end stepping out. Oh, I think we scared Alonso there. It looked like we were going to turn in on him. And we're up to 7. Fantastic start after a poor getaway as well. So I'm very happy with that. Let's see if we can actually stick with the top 6. Which looks like, yes, it's the Mercedes, Williams and Red Bull. So this is really going to be a true test around here. If I can stick with these guys, then I've got a shot of getting some decent points. But my initial thinking right now is that I'm probably going to drop back slowly and be fighting with the Ferraris. But yeah, we'll see how we do. We're doing alright so far in this lap, right on the back of them. Could do with a bit of DRS on the next straight, but obviously that doesn't come into effect for a couple of laps. Yeah, you can see already, Alonso is on my tail already. So it looks like the Mercedes are holding everyone up slightly. I don't know really what to make of that, but I was trying to get the engineer to talk to me about the weather forecast because it looked very threatening indeed. But yeah, the menu seems to go off very quickly for me on the wheel. I don't know if that happens on the controller, but yeah, we did drop back, and onto lap 3, DRS is enabled. And if anything, we're going to be attacked from behind, so we're going to have to defend our position. We've got a charging Ferrari even coming at us. Alonso's going for it. We're going to go defensive into turn 2, but I think we should defend this with the inside line. Yes, we do. We might have to do a lot of defending against the Ferraris, because I don't think Raikkonen's too far behind Alonso either. So later on lap 3, we just make a stupid mistake. I just took too much speed into there. Usually that's a 4th gear corner for me. That probably was in a Lotus or Mercedes, so that kind of makes sense. So yeah, need to adjust my driving style for that. And now with that mistake, we probably will be under attack. We're driving a little bit scrappily. We're feeling a bit of pressure, and Alonso's going to get DRS. He's going to go for the move, so we'll keep it close to the wall, defend our position and line. Let's see if we can do that into this chicane. Alonso's gone for it, but we've braken slightly late, and we've actually defended pretty well there. So looks like we're battling for 7th here. It's a pretty intense battle. Definitely under pressure, and I keep making the most of the track limits. I do complain about track limits quite often, but yeah, looks like I'm making the most of the area around the track this time. But Alonso's got a decent run here. Is he going to go for the move? Oh, he's hit us! He's hit us! He knocked us into the wall! What are you doing, Fernando? Why am I still going backwards? Foot on the brake, man! Foot on the brake! I just had a brain fade there. I was going backwards down the track. I didn't expect that at all. I just didn't put my foot on the brake. That was so dangerous, actually. And the Force India collects me. I rejoined the track pretty dangerously in front of a Toro Rosso. Wow, I didn't expect that. I left the space here. You can see I'll leave a car's width, and Alonso just takes me out. He actually turns into me as well. So he goes for the move. I leave in the space and he turns into me. Unbelievable. I know there's been incidents where I've turned in and it's clearly my fault, but that is awful, Fernando. And just look at the onboard of some of the drivers behind us. This would have been a scary moment, especially for Vettel. Not Vettel, I keep getting confused with this season. For Raikkonen here, just look at his view. We could have a wave at each other, but wow. I don't know why I didn't put my foot on the brake though. And Perez actually collects me. He's got nowhere to go. And yeah, wow. That was an eventful incident. I can't believe that actually happened. But we do have a damaged front wing now. Half is yellow, half is red. So yeah, we're struggling so badly with understeer, and we're definitely going to have to come into the pits. Luckily for us, I think it's only a lap or two from when we were originally scheduled to pit, so it's not going to hurt our strategy too much. Obviously, we're losing a lot of time here. I think our chance of points might have gone. We're already down to 18th, and we're going to be going on to the prime tyres, so we're going to have to stretch out that stint, but it kind of makes things exciting. We'll be fighting back through the field now to see if we can nab a point. I'm not feeling too confident about that, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where we eventually end up. We're just ahead of our teammate. That's how bad things have gone. And I just, the thought of reversing down the track at the Sochi Autodrome is just a weird feeling. I don't think I've done that on this game, reversed down the track after being taken out. It's just a weird sensation. But coming into the pits, let's see what the guys can do. Can we have a quick stop? Maybe under 8 seconds, something like that. Tyres are on, front wing is on, and 8.5 seconds. Pretty decent job by the guys, but we're miles behind now. But we're obviously the first person to make our pit stop, so we will get the undercut. That's a positive. Let's put the engine up to rich mix and see what we can do compared to the other cars. So there's actually a yellow flag out. What's going on? I see Alonso in 21st. Is there a... Yes! Fernando Alonso! Karma, bitch! Yeah! I think he's got a puncture. And he seems to be in the corner where he took me out as well, so... Yeah, it looks like I'll be beating Fernando here. He deserves that, especially after taking me out. So, lap 7 here. When the car's coming out the pits, I think we actually are quite far back. We're just going to come out ahead of Kobayashi. Wow, we really are down the field. So, Sutil in the South is just ahead of us. Let's see if we can get him here on the exit. He'll be on cool tyres. We're going to be side by side through this fast left-hander, which should be pretty tricky. We'd have to back off slightly just to turn the car. But I think we've got him. Yes, we do. Up to 19th. And now we set our sights on the Lotus of Roman Grosjean. So, it looks like we're going to be pretty far down the field when everyone has pitted. There's, I think, a few cars in the pits now. I can't really see the preview screens. Pretty small. Yes, I saw Ericsson there. So we're going to go for DRS move on Grosjean. Someone's coming out the pits who could interfere with us. It's Max. Oh, get out the way, Max. How have you jumped us? How has this happened? We're going to go... No, we're not. He gets better... Oh, we've nearly lost it into the wall. Too eager putting the power down. We're lucky not to be out the race or have further damage, but finally got onto the back of Max. We haven't battled too often this season, and when we have, it's obviously me overtaking him, so easy move here. World-class move, actually. Yeah, take some of that, Max. Up to 16th. Now we're going to go for Maldonado. Unless there's an incident, I can't see us getting points now. We're pretty far behind the top 10, but we're going to have some fun along the way, get some moves done. Let's try and overtake Pasta. We're going to go for the inside. Oh, he squeezed us there. I thought he was going to put us into the wall. That was a risky move. But we've got it done under DRS. The braking is alright. We've hit the apex. Solid move there. Now let's see if we can catch up to the Sauber Esteban Gutierrez. Fighting for 14th. What is life? Oh, it's a brilliant feeling. But yeah, someone retired, so he made up a position. It took us quite a few laps to catch up to Gutierrez. His pace was okay. I think our tyres were going off as well. But this time, we're definitely close enough. We got the slipstream. We're going to get DRS. And we're definitely going to go for the move for P13. We're going to go for... He squeezes us once again. Oh, especially with the wall coming back in as well. It's so easy to just smash into that wall. It's pretty dangerous, actually, thinking about it. But, yeah, up to P13. And that looks like it's going to be where we finish, even though we do have pressure from Gutierrez, who did get DRS on us, so obviously to catch up a little bit. So if we don't make a mistake down here, we should finish in this position, which wouldn't be too bad in terms of the recovery. It's actually been a pretty fun race. I've really enjoyed it. We don't really have a battle in the driver's standings, so I'm not really too bothered. P13. an enjoyable race, pretty exciting for you guys to watch. And yeah, no points sadly, but Lewis Hamilton takes the win by 4/10. Unbelievable from Rosberg. And then looking further down, the McLaren scored points in 8th and 9th, so they get 6 points there, which I think means they jump us in the Constructors. Sadly, Toro Rosso get a point, which they don't too often, and there we are in 13th. Yeah, it doesn't look great, but yeah, it's not too bad. And Alonso finished 21st, which is calm. He deserved that for taking us out. Still angry about that. Max in 17th. Congrats. So, point standings. Rosberg has a 13-point lead over Hamilton. Yep, squeaky bum time up there. We are 42 points behind Raikkonen and 19 ahead of Button. So, I think it's safe to say, driver standings, we will be finishing in 9th position. Constructors is where it's at though. I think McLaren lead us by 1 point. Yes, it is. That battle's going to go all the way to the end. Can't wait for that. So, if you enjoyed the race, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see the rest of the season, and I'll catch you next time out. Goodbye.